Welcome to Abifab Podcast Show today. I remain your regular host, Abifab. Today is a brief discussion and a single discussion from my table here. You all are aware of Goddy Precious, the expelled student of Unizik, University of Azikiwe or something like that was expelled a few days back. And to our surprise on social media, we just read all over the place that a lady, Miss Pius from UK, said she's going to help her to acquire a scholarship. And that became a serious discussion among Nigerians, among youths, and we all were just surprised that something like this can come up. What are we trying to say? Why are we supporting insanity among Nigerian youths? This lady did what was wrong. Even her mates, the school authority have to expel her after setting up committee to see to what is happening in her. But initially she denied of being harassing the lecturer, and fortunately she forgot that she was on video, because if you watch her very well, you listen to the story very well, you see that she was doing a TikTok video before the gentleman lecturer walked behind her, and her countenance at that moment shows that she was disrespectful. When she was called by the committee, she denied. She said, in fact, the lecturer pushed her. I was trying to undo her, was trying to rob her, was trying to harass her, something like that. But to the wisdom of the committee chairman and the members of the committee, they asked for her phone. Fortunately, they saw it in the phone that the gentle lecturer would just walk by her behind. And the man came back to come and tell her, ask her, please delete your video where I appear. And she became rude. She became rude to the extent that students in other who are passerby or other classrooms, lecture room, came to the scene. And according to what was said on social media, that her mother is also a lecturer at the Department of Engineering. So Nigerians were waiting to see the outcome, where maybe her mother might be the reason why she was being rude, or maybe the lecturer must, one way or the other, maybe it's her playboy or something like that. But it's just unfortunate that even ex-student of the institution and former student of the Department of Theatre Art that this lecturer have taught before came online, came to the school and said, no, we know him, he is a gentleman, he is a lecturer that we trusted very well. So that began, it now started by saying that the ex-student versus Precious and the institution. So the ex-student stand firm behind the lecturer. Precious was standing alone. In fact, at that moment, I thought I would be thinking her mother also will not say anything. Her mother stayed off because it's a disgrace. But so many things came up online. A guy came up that he was an ex-boyfriend of Precious. Said he left Precious because she was too rude. And even Precious does not even know how to cook. Maybe it is true or not. That depends on your information or your inquiries about that. Me, Abifab, I'm not too sure. But when incident happen like this, there are so many there are many ways that will come out, many stories that will come out. In fact, primary school, secondary school, neighbor on the street will come and say their own, positive or negative. So I'm saying today that she has been expelled. But there were divided issues concerning her being expelled, which I want us to go to the story a little bit. Some people came up, said that punishment was too pronounced. That's supposed to give her a punishment of missing 1 or 2 semesters. She comes back and feels remorse and writes an apology letter to the school authority and to the lecturer. That's another school of thought. Another school of thought, which I've read by a senior lawyer, even on social media a few days back, said she should be prosecuted. And the man gave the reason that if it has happened the other way around, there is a lecturer, the lecturer will be prosecuted. So now it has happened to a student. They just expel her and ask her to go. Why is the authority or the Senate of Unizik goes to court and prosecute Precious Goddy? Well, as a neutral person, as Abifab, I'm not supporting any of these parts. But sincerely, if it has happened the other way around, truly the lecturer will be prosecuted. We have come here on our show, Abifab Podcast Show, and so many of our sisters channel that we have discussed lecturers who molest students, and they were prosecuted, they were jailed, they were sacked, they were embarrassed. So this time around, this now fallen the student should just be expelled, has to go. So the school of thought now, on the other way around, she should be prosecuted for misbehaving, for disgracing the school, for disappointing a womanhood, ladyhood, or what will I put it again? TikTokers. Because the school of TikTok and the associates of TikTok came up saying she should not be punished, that she was just making fun, she was just enjoying herself. Another school of thought came again that if this has happened in Oxford, Harvard, Yale, foreign universities, what would we in Africa be saying? In fact, somebody came up and said it cannot happen in foreign university because an education institution is a place of discipline. That she was so undisciplined, so disrespectful, so immoral to have done that in a school environment. That leaves myself and you to discuss. Now, the aspect I want to also discuss now is that a lady called Mbakpa Pius, a UK-based Nigerian, came up less than 24 hours ago that she will help her to discover or to grant her a scholarship. Everybody went solo, said, what is the meaning of this? We came up online and other social media platforms came up online that, number one, Mbakpa Precious should also be investigated. Who is she in the UK? You know, there are two L's, so many L's to a sharpening knife or a sharpening cutlass. So people came up that even the Precious who is planning to grant her scholarship is not a serious UK citizen. Some people came up that said she's a single mother. Some people came up by blaspheming her. Myself and you, we are not sure. But things like this will not happen if she has not come out to say she wants to help Precious Goddy to grant a scholarship. Now, as a young man watching, young lady watching, an associate or YouTuber watching, do you also support getting a scholarship to study UK? That's the question I'm throwing to everybody. Do you forgive her to go back to Unizik, or she should go to UK and go and study on scholarship? Morally, what we are seeing recently in our country, Nigeria, is becoming unheard of. Somebody will misbehave, somebody will do something wrong. Instead of us to agree on morals and discipline, we encourage them by saying they should go abroad. The issue of rewarding her with a scholarship should not come up. Seriously, from our own end, should not come up. It should be a thing that should be buried. I'm not saying that if students in secondary school, primary school should misbehave and come up with all this, are you going to say they should come and take scholarship and go study abroad? So what are we talking now? Or what are we taking our institution to be, educational institution to be? We have seen, we have read, we have secondary school students slap a teacher for disciplining him, for asking to do something. And slap the teacher, fight the teacher, and nothing has happened. The student said he's no more coming back to that school. He ran away. Till today, we've never heard anything. This is part of morality we are saying. We have heard a situation whereby a student said the teacher is wicked and told his parent that the father followed him to the school and started with thugs and started beating these teachers for saying or for disciplining their children. And what does it result to today? The parent was arrested at the gate, was also molested. In fact, we heard one that said the parent was beaten to death by security people at the school gate. So what are we saying? What we are saying in essence now is that the immorality is going higher and is climbing higher. Should we pardon Precious Goddy or allow her to go scot-free? Because if this being expelled, and I know Nigerian University Commission and JAM might not grant her admission to any other institution again in Nigeria. That will be the punishment. Because that name, except she change her name and change her passport, if that's possible. But her name is recorded in JAM. The NUC, Nigerian University Commission, also recorded her name. So are we also in the part of pardoning her, or she should get a scholarship to study abroad? That's for you. Then I want to remind you of the incident of Ejikama Misoma, the young girl that forged JAMB results. You remember in 2023, 2024 at the academic section. Actually, she passed JAMB. She scored 249 in JAMB. But because of her ignorance, because of she also wants to tell the whole world that she's so brilliant, she's the best student, she went to forge, manipulate her JAMB slip, increase it to 320. In fact, the governor of Anambra State were also interested, and some organization, big organization in Anambra, Nigeria, who came from the southeast, were also very impressed, and they were giving her gifts. But in a few days, the JAMB registrar and the JAMB spokesperson came up to say she is not the best candidate, she don't score 320. Well, the investigation panel was set up to look into this. Behold, she did not score 320. That's a young girl of 17 years old, putting everybody into shame, putting the family into shame, putting the secondary school she went to into shame. And those organizations, which I do not want to mention their names, also putting them to shame. So, if we are not set ready to discipline our students, to make them obey the law of the land, obey this institution they belong to, what will be their results later in life? A university environment is a teaching and a moral environment. An environment that is still disciplined, that